Welcome to my portfolio. It's my 2020 graphic design portfolio of work I have done at Fresno State and on my own. This page is just a short introduction of what's in my portfolio. The table of contents tells you where things are. This first page is one of the ones I'm the most proud of. It has a lot of the sticker illustrations I did, plus their meanings, and a mural that I did for Kings River Expeditions. Ideally, you would be viewing these side by side, so this is a continuation of that page. The last part of the stickers that I designed, and then the stickers kind of lined up together. This next section is AR, VR, UX, and UI designs, and the first page is on the virtual reality project that we had. I made a cool poster for it and a QR code that you can scan, and then when you scan it, it'll take you to the actual virtual environment, and you can explore it on your own. And then we move on to AR, and this is my Frightened into Fitness app, or we put the fit in frightened. I thought it would be interesting to include the user interface designs in both the frightened one and my forever collar, so that's why they're both here. And this one you can scan and then you can play with the interface on your own. And then we move on to logos and brand identities, and the first logo that I have placed is Dearly Beloved. It's a pun, and in the negative space of the antlers forms a deer and a heart. This is a continuation of the Dearly Beloved page. This one, it just shows more like what you can do with the logo, and then it explains why and how I created it. This is one of the funniest ideas I have had in school. It's a TP made out of TP, and it says, "Who gives a crap?" The idea is that it's biodegradable toilet paper that you can take on any adventure. Mike's Pizza Co. is a pizza company in my hometown, and this is a logo that I redesigned as part of an assignment because their old logo was dated and this seemed more fun, and I liked playing with the negative space. Snot Rocket is one of the other funniest things I have done. It is a nose, and the mustache kind of looks like flames, and it's in the shape of a rocket. This page is also a spread, and then it has branding on a tissue box and some nasal spray, just to give you an idea of what Snot Rocket could be used for. And then there's another QR code you can scan to watch a motion graphic. Fun Guy Party Planning. This is another one that I did based off of a pun because I thought it was funny, and this was a whole brand identity that I had to develop. So you got some letterheads, some business cards, some advertisements, and then you continue on to the next page and the advertisements continue, and then you have the brochure, and the pink mushroom on the top cuts out and then folds perfectly over the mushroom on the bottom, and it's a neat thing to look for in the printed brochure. Profound Actions Boards is a company that my friend is starting, and I'm helping him create his brand identity. So I made him business cards and a brochure, and then the brochure continues on the next page, and I also made him a banner. And then I included my own brand identity in my portfolio because I thought that the idea of everything looking like papercraft was interesting and worth showing. And that continues on to the next page with an envelope with a cool image on it, and then a questionnaire that I designed with an undersea whale papercraft image. And then we move on to the section about motion graphics and animation. And the first motion graphic is the first one that I made. It's called Letting Go, and it has some stills on the portfolio, and then you can scan the QR code to go watch it. All of the motion graphics are set up in the same way, where it's stills of the motion graphic and then a QR code to go watch it, because that seemed like the easiest way to set it up. And this one's called I Dream of You. This one is a short countdown timer that I made, and again, you can scan the QR code to go watch it in the portfolio. And then this page is about 3D models that could be used for animation. So I created the models, and then I UV mapped them, I rendered them in a scene so that you could see the potential that the models have for animation. And then we move on to the section about coding and web design. And the first website I included is the Education and Leadership Foundation website that we revised last year in a team of 4. Our goal was to just clean the website up and make it more user-friendly and accessible because it was kind of dated. The next thing I included is a responsive timeline that I created on Hiking Half Dome, and then I showed what the full page kind of looks like when you scroll through it, and then you can see it zoomed in. And then on the next page, I show what the responsive timeline would look like. So when it's smaller, it just stacks on top of itself, and then you see the desktop version and the mobile version. And then the last section of my portfolio is illustrations that I have done, and I thought to include this because I figured potential employers might want to know that I'm also good at illustration. And since I decided to include illustrations, I put some that I had painted of myself and my friends that were done in watercolor. And then I included this cool bear image that I had created in pen and ink because I thought it showed some versatility. Again, in the interest of showing that I am versatile in illustrations, I included an acrylic painting that I had done on a canvas. And then I included a more whimsical acrylic painting that I had done on canvas just to show that even that can be different. And then we come full circle. We started the portfolio with rafting, we'll end it with rafting. So this is the last page, and this is an illustration that was done in Adobe Illustrator. It's the only digital illustration I included because the whole portfolio is kind of filled with digital illustrations throughout.